Okay, teachers, reality check. Are the standards ruling your preschool program? Let me tell you what I mean by that. So many years ago, maybe 20 years at this point, the state of California convened a committee to determine statewide standards for what preschoolers should be learning. I saw this as a good thing. I thought, finally we'll have some benchmarks for what we should be teaching to preschoolers. Maybe now many early childhood educators can stop making small kindergarten or small first grade and really teach to the developmental level of the preschoolers in their care. However, a veteran teacher that I worked with who actually was on this committee was worried that the standards would become the curriculum. And what she meant by that was that teachers might see a standard that said something like, child can avoid obstacles while running by changing direction without changing speed, and then decide, okay, that's my lesson for the day, and get all of the kids in the class, put them all in a line, and have them go one by one and say, okay, I want you to, run to the slide, and when you get to the slide, turn left and run back toward the classroom. And then just, check off the boxes. Or maybe see a standard that says, and children can count objects to 10. And so, add another piece to the daily calendar activities where children are, counting the boxes in the calendar up to today's day, so that they are practicing counting objects. And let's face it, these activities are flashcards in disguise. So they are taking a goal and dropping it on the child, whether they're ready or not. Having some rote practice toward the standard and then expecting that with enough repetition, children will get it. Now, I still love standards. I still think it's important to know your state standards and to have them for ideas, benchmarks of what children can do. I think, however, that they are not the starting point. Standards are tools for observation. They are guides. They are something to talk about with parents so that you can show how children are learning and growing in your program. But the starting point is the child, their interests, their strengths, and yes, what you are observing, they might need more practice in. So if I see that a number of children are bumping into things or needing some assistance in modifying their speed while they're playing, I might suggest to the group, hey, anybody want to help me create a forest obstacle course where we can decide what we want to climb on, jump over, etc. Or, if I see that a child is interested in letters and I know that letter knowledge is a standard, we might go on a hunt. Can you find your first letter, the one that's important to you, hidden in the forest? Are there branches shaped like your letter? And maybe, if children are interested, that progresses to making letters, the first letter of their name, all the letters of their names, their friends' letters, out of loose parts that we find in the forest. Twigs, leaves, acorns. And so, if you want to know more about how I use standards for observation and documentation, and then use those observations to design outdoor learning provocations or indoor nature-based opportunities for preschool learning, direct message me, comment below, and I will be in touch.